What's up, peoples? I'm here to do a video about Young Turks. The video they did was a few weeks ago. They're talking about a judge. Well, fucking ad. Oh, anyway. There's this judge in South Africa, I guess, talking to a Facebook press, blah. God, I cannot get these words out. Facebook message and to a friend and whatever, and she was talking about in South Africa. There's like a big rape problem. I think it's like the highest rape per capita. But she was saying, the culture there, which let's be real, hold on, Africa is like 80% black, so I don't. They try to make it seem like she was just saying like there's a rape issue over there, and that this way of thinking. Like I even looked into it, like there are groups of men, like not groups of men, but there are many people have this way of thinking, like if you have sex with a virgin, like it will get rid of STDs, so it's a cultural issue. So many feminists, this is a real rape culture, but they won't talk about it. But today I'm gonna shame TYT for basically taking her out of context, and there you go. This ad's gonna play for a second, so
It's cute when they sneeze.
God, I wish YouTube would get rid of their ads, but anyway,
Fast, powerful allergy relief.
here we go. Look at Anna.
Judge is under fire for a private Facebook message that she
Which
sent.
that's private, so why aren't we questioning that? Why not maybe question why is our private message out in public anyway? But anyway.
To a social rights activist. Now, this is the South African High Court judge by the name of Mabel Jansen. And in her rant on Facebook, and again, this was a private message she sent to an individual, she starts talking about the black community in South Africa and how it is their culture to rape.
I bet you, I looked at what she said. She did not say black people rape. I mean, some do, but she didn't flat out just say all black people rape. You of course, TYT, that's what they always do, because they don't have an argument. All they do is misconstrue what people say. They'll take the person out of context. She's probably talking about that culture in that particular region. She's obviously not saying all fucking black people rape, and many of the women who are raped in this country are black. So she's just defending them. You know what I mean? Like, she's representing them, obviously. But you're the one making it seem like she's just saying black people in general rape. But let's get back to it.
Here are her words. In their culture, a woman is there to pleasure them.
Oh, and I love how this most likely is the middle of the the quote, but in their culture, a woman is there to pleasure them. Gang rapes of baby, daughter, and mothers, pleasurable pastime. This is totally not taken out of context, right? This does seem like very taken out of context. Like, let me go find the quote right now, just so I can put some real context to this. So I'm gonna go on Google.com, because I don't buy because they making it seem like I'm for not taking things out of context at all. I'm trying to find a one that isn't like. Because, like, all these sites I'm looking at it are just. Okay. Right, okay, here's the quote, not taken out of context. So, she's basically just talking about the rape issues in South Africa and how it's a problem. Like how some people expect them to have sex. They think in the culture in South Africa, many men think these women are just there to have there for just for sex for pleasure. They basically look at women as just there to pleasure them. That's all she basically was saying. She wasn't obvious. It doesn't, from what I'm reading here, maybe some points sound somewhat problematic, but it is not as bad as they're trying to make it out to be. But okay, so now we know now I know the context now. So let's get back to TYT in their reporting. Yeah, she's basically just talking about how there's a rape problem over there, and because let's be real, 80% of Africa is black. So yeah, she's most likely gonna be talking about black people. I love how they try to make it seem like she just means black people in general. She's not maybe talking about that black people in that particular region, but whatever.
Rapes of baby, daughter, and mother is a pleasurable pastime. She also said that she still has yet to meet a black girl who was not raped at about 12. Let me give you more. Jillian, the name of the person that she was messaging, do you believe that I'm even propositioned by my black colleagues who tell me that they will be in hotel
Why
X
why
and
did you
expect me
do
to
that? I
report there
love how Anna just did that. They're black. Like why'd you say it like that? Why did you inflate it the way you said it? Like couldn't just say black. You have to like exaggerate it.
Specific time, I am shell-shocked. In their culture, a woman is there to pleasure them, period. It is seen as absolute right, and a woman's consent is not required. So, I mean, look, she's saying...
Okay, let's be real. I mean, the stats kind of show it. I mean, Africa has like 92% of rapes. So, I mean, it has the highest fucking rate per capita. So she's probably saying men in this region have a way of thinking that it's taught that women's consent really doesn't matter, and that, or also that they want to have sex with virgins because of they think it gets rid of STDs. So it's a cultural problem over there. It's a true rape culture, but obviously feminists like Anna think obviously the only real rape cultures in colleges for some reason in America.
Incredibly hideous things.
Hideous? Okay, Anna, stop. This is why I really just hate the media when they do shit like this. Incredibly hideous. It's like, no, it's not. She's basically saying that there's a problem with the way of thinking over there. Wouldn't you be a Miss Feminist? Why didn't you defend that? She's not saying black people in general. She's just probably talking about the culture in that particular region. Anna, jeez.
And I have some statistics to share with you guys because this entire topic really fascinated me, and I wanted to get down and figure out why someone like her would so openly say these things. Now, you're wondering, what do you mean openly? This isn't a private message. No, she made similar comments in a public forum on Facebook as well. Okay, so...
And even so, I mean, talking to anyone and voicing these opinions is, for a judge, is deeply problematic.
Of course.
Okay, I really want to punch Jenks in the face, Jenk, just for saying problematic. I hate that word. Trigger warning, that's a trigger warning for me. I hate that fucking word. Problematic. Well, how is it problematic? She's just saying, as a judge, she's probably seen a lot of these cases, a lot of the rapists she's probably put in jail. So, she's just saying she's noticing a trend. You fucking pieces of shit. Ugh.
I don't know whether we should have found out about them or not. Nobody stole any of the messages. The person she was sending them to made them public.
I still think that's wrong, though. It's supposed to be a private message for a fucking reason. But whatever.
Find out a judge does think this way. Are you really sure that she's going to judge black people in South Africa that come before a court fairly?
Jank. She's probably judged a lot of these cases, these rape cases. She's probably starting to notice a trend. So she's probably talking about the problem and wants to address it. You're making it sound like she's just saying black people are rapists and that will just rape it no matter what. That's not what she said, Jank. And in the fucking quote you guys said was in, like, backwards. You wanted to misquote her because that's all you guys do. You have no credibility. You don't have credible arguments. Your arguments are just to call them racist and just shame them and call them bigots because that's all social justice warriors can do. They don't have real arguments. She's just, yeah, because there is a big rape problem over there and the judge probably wants to solve it. Like, why can't we try to fix that? Oh my god. I just want to...
Look, and I know that there is a high prevalence of rape in South Africa, and it's deeply disturbing, and we'll have some info on that. But anyone who says, oh yeah, it's part of black culture to rape the babies.
What? That's not what she even said. She didn't say black people rape babies, you fucking fucks. She brought babies into the quote, but she wasn't talking about... She was saying babies do get gang raped. It's a fucked up thing, but it does happen over there. But she's just talking about that. She wasn't saying black people gang rape babies, you fucking racist fuck. You're the racist one. I'm gonna say it right there, because you don't want to hold these people accountable. You know, these people who are doing the raping. This is what I've noticed with TYT. They will make. I'll say this later, but
Doesn't know anything about black culture, and that's.
Jank, she wasn't talking about black culture in general. She's probably talking about the culture over there in South Africa, not the culture in general. Not because, Jank, do you understand there's different types of black people too, you fucking idiot? A lot of these SJWs don't understand. There's different types of black people. There's not just American blacks. There's Haitian, Jamaican, there's black British people. I mean, there's different types. She just said culture, too. She didn't say black culture. And let's be real, Africa's 80% black. That's probably what she's talking about. So, yeah. You don't even want to actually look at it from a point of view. You just want to just condemn her and call her racist, because that's all you guys can do.
No culture where it is a regular thing to rape babies. And so if you believe that, there's something deeply disturbing about you. And remember, she's a judge, and for her to have prejudged the whole race...
She wasn't judging the whole... Sorry, guys. I know you guys are seeing me rage right now, but oh my god. She wasn't judging the entire fucking race. You're the only one who said entire race. She wasn't talking about the entire race. She was talking about that particular region. Holy fucking shit. It's just so stupid. These fucking Jank are so fucking stupid.
Based on her outrageous stereotypes.
Stereotypes? Why are you bringing stereotypes into this? She's talking about a trend in that community that there's a big rape problem. She's noticing a trend. Why are you bringing stereotypes into this? She's not saying all black people. You're the only one who's saying not all. That's your other argument. Not all to everything. So you don't want to solve anything because all you want to do is just say not all to everything.
Unconscionable. You can't have that be a judge.
Okay, so let's first talk about what you just mentioned right now, the rape of babies, because it seems so outlandish and crazy, and something like that took me aback, but then I wondered, okay, why does she think this? Mm-hmm. And so if you look into the statistics, you will find that in South Africa, not only is it a country that has the highest rate of rapes overall, but when it comes to the rape of children, it's very, very high. And part of the reason is cultural. And it's really,
it is cultural, the reason. Stop. Fucking stop, Anna. Stop being this part of the reason. No, it is culture. Let's be real, that's probably the only reason. Anyway. But yeah, like I said, the baby thing, back on that. What she's saying is that children get raped. because like I said, some of these men think that if you have sex with a virgin, you can get rid of STDs. It's just this weird way of thinking. There's even documentaries talking about this, where these various rape men who's talked about it said they thought that some men, and there's even some men who just think that's sex. Grabbing a woman and throwing her in the bush and having sex with her, or raping her. Like, they think that's just sex. So, yeah, it is a culture problem. That's a big issue. But I've watched this video previously, and Anna says some retarded shit in this video.
Really difficult to, share this information with you. Obviously, it makes everyone uncomfortable. But there is this myth, which is known as the virgin cleansing myth. Are you familiar with this?
No.
Okay, so the virgin cleansing myth is the idea that if you have a sexually transmitted disease, or if you have HIV specifically, you can cleanse yourself by taking the virginity of a girl, right? And so, obviously, that is a myth that's spread by misinformation, a lack of education.
Oh, right. I have heard that. Yes.
Yes, and it's specifically prevalent in Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Nigeria. Okay, so look, that's a product of.
Okay, look at those cities, though. What is the biggest demographic? Probably black people. Not probably. Like, that's what she's saying. She's not saying black people in general. You're the one who's saying it, not her. But I'm going to let you make your stupid point.
A lack of education. That is not an indication that someone is inherently evil or is predisposed to being a rapist, right?
Yeah, but that person should still go to jail. I'm so sick. That's like, you don't say this if this was some frat guy, right? You don't use that same argument. It's a lack of education. Sorry, you're the ones who always want to bring up, there's a rape culture in our colleges when there isn't one. When there's a real rape culture that's literally in your face, you want to try to make some excuses for them.
There's also the issue of the apartheid and
what does apartheid have to do with this? What is that where history of Africa has come from? Apartheid? What does that have to do with this? Apartheid was a fucked up situation, yeah, but what does it have to do with this? It's 2016, Anna. Why are you bringing up something that probably has nothing to do with it? But let's get back to the stupid story.
To the black community in South Africa. So when rape would happen during the apartheid, do you think that police would help these women that would get raped? No, it was lawlessness. And so as a result...
It's still a big rape problem now, Anna. So are you trying to basically say that these guys are raping because of apartheid? Really? Anna, if this was some white country that has this big rape problem, you'd be fuming. Because that's what you guys do. You have selective outrage. You always want to make excuses for a minority criminal, but when it comes to a white criminal, you'll condemn him to the fullest extent. If you're going to do that, condemn both. I'm going to be honest, I know this sounds kind of harsh, but I've always been that kind of person. I don't feel bad for a criminal. Oh, they were fucked up, I don't care. There are many people who have fucked up lives, but they don't commit crimes. So, I know I kind of sound heartless when I say that, but so be it.
There was a lack of accountability, a lack of prosecutions and convictions of people who actually perpetrated this rape, and that, of course, sends a bad message.
So,
you know what sends a bad message? You guys lying about this judge. She's probably trying to she's bringing it out that, yeah, there's a big rape problem. Let's try to address this. But no, you guys want to just call her a racist because that's what you do.
The message is, like, now they're even moving on to white women. Okay, that's when I was like...
Okay, Jank, where did she say that? Let me go back to the quote. Where the fuck did she say that? They're moving on to white women. I bet you that's probably not even how she said it either. I'm willing to bet that's probably not even how she said it. Okay, okay. Murder is also not a biggie. Okay, wait. Okay. They are simply now in a position to branch out and include white women. What she's probably saying is, well, they rape the black women, so they'll have no problem raping white women. That's what she's saying. You're trying to make it seem like, oh, she's only mad because now they're moving to white women. That's not what she's saying, Jank. You're the only one who said that. It is not even how she said it either. She was basically saying now they're gonna branch out and basically rape other women in general. They're probably basically, yeah, and other women aren't off limits, and she probably has prosecuted many of these rapists who've raped black women. So yeah, she's not saying, oh, she only cares about it when it's black women, white women. You fucking dumbass. Oh no.
Okay, so because in the, to reference what Anna's talking about in apartheid, yeah, it's kind of like what Sheriff Joe did in
Why are you bringing up some other irrelevant guy? What are you doing? What are you doing? What? This is what you guys do. You always bring up other shit. You don't actually talk about the issue. You always bring up, well, this one conservative guy said this. It's like, who cares what some dumb conservative guy said? Stay on fucking topic, TYT.
Arizona, where he was like, oh, if you're going to be undocumented and you report a rape, I don't care. I'm not going to investigate it. Now, he's under federal investigation.
Is that what she didn't say that. She never said, oh, we're not going to investigate these Negroes. No, she never said that. And why are you bringing, obviously that guy's a fucking dumb fuck and a dumbass and should go to jail if that's proven. But why are you bringing it up here? It's not even relevant to the story. You always bring up, because you guys love to shame white people and you want to shame a conservative all the fucking time for no reason.
He's supposed to, as the sheriff of that county, right? So now in apartheid, that was done on a mass scale and much worse. So there's lawlessness if there's crime within the black community, which then encourages crime to happen. Now, if you do that to white people, though, that's a whole different story.
Oh my god, Jank. She never said that. Stop putting words in her mouth. She never said, oh, now they're moving on to white women. No. She probably obviously cares when a black woman's raped, right? Because she's a judge, so she's probably thrown many of these guys in jail. Why are you trying to act like she doesn't care when a black person's raped, Jank? You always want to put words in people's mouths.
Then you're going to have a world of pain coming your way. That's why she says things like, now they're even doing it to white women.
That's not how she said it! I fucking saw the quote for my fucking self. That's not how she said it, Jank. Dude, I really hope somebody would just sue Jank and just sue him for slander and putting words in his mouth, in their mouths, because I would love to see it, because that's not reporting. You guys are just basically, that's not even, be honest. At least be fucking honest.
Right?
Yeah, I know. And so she's obviously showing her bias, and...
Okay, now. You should never talk about bias anytime, ever. You are the most biased pieces of shits ever. You're so biased. I see you're biased. You want to strawman her and try to make it seem like she's saying all black people just to say, fuck white people. This is another example of white oppression. It's another example of a white person putting the black man down. You guys, that's what you guys live for. You live for that. But who am I to say?
First part about what she's saying is this indication that if you're black, you are likely to be a rapist.
Oh my god. How many times? She never said if you're black, you're gonna be a rapist. You are pulling, now you're just pulling shit out of your ass. You're adding to the quote. She never fucking said that. Oh my god. You can't look at things objectively. They can never look at things objectively ever. They always have to fucking lie. You have to always exaggerate, strawman her points and make it this crazy thing because they always got to be on they always have to be on the moral high ground. They want to say, oh, we're not racist. It's like, she never said, if you're black, you're gonna be a rapist. You put that in her mouth. You said that. That's you, Anna.
Simply because you're black. That is obviously not the case. There are so many complex factors that play a role in, the prevalence of rape in South Africa. One of those factors is how rarely rape perpetrators get prosecuted and convicted. So an estimated 14% of rape perpetrators are convicted, while 40% of women are likely to get raped in South Africa.
It's amazing numbers. So now let's get back to the culture point, because I make this point all the time that culture does matter, right?
It does.
Okay, what is Cenk gonna say here?
Yes.
So it's not religion, it's not race.
Okay, Cenk. I'm an atheist, so I'm just gonna flat out say it. I hate this argument. It's not religion, it's culture. Do you guys, what is it? What do you guys act like culture is some fucking cloud that rains on you? No. Culture has to do with the people. It starts with people. Culture isn't this cloud that just rains over you.
It's culture, because, for example, in a lot of the Muslim countries, the culture was secular until the Wahhabis of Saudi Arabia and to some degree the United States in our efforts.
Cenk, why are you bringing Muslims into this now? What do they have to do with this? This is a story about a rape problem in South Africa, though there's a rape problem in the Middle East too. But they're talking about South Africa. Why are you bringing up other shit that's not even relevant to the argument?
Spread fundamentalism, and then they changed their culture, right? And it became more toxic. So, but when you have, like, for example, Afghans, for time immemorial, unfortunately, and here, if you're an Afghan expert, you probably know it better than I do, but for as far back as I can remember, some of the warlords have taken young boys and made them dance for them, and then they have sex with them, right?
Achabazi boys?
That's right, okay? So, now, if you say, well, that's it, that's what all Afghans do, that's not correct, okay?
Cenk, oh my god. I really hate the not all argument. Stop using it, because this is what you do. Because it's just a way to not solve issues and problems. When we address a problem, oh, it's not all. Can you guys stop? Let's address the issue. We gotta address the issue that there's a big rape problem in Africa that probably needs to be fixed. Like, well, give me some solutions and, try to talk about it. Not all black people.
Some do, and it is a real thing, and it is in their culture, and it's something that you have to fight in their culture. And I would fight aggressively to try to remove that, because those boys did not volunteer for it. They're teenagers most of the time, and they're usually kidnapped, okay, and forced into this, and raped, right? So that is, yes, it is in the culture. Yes, it is despicable. Yes, it's okay to say some parts of some cultures are despicable, right? But not all Afghans do it. Not every Afghan guy grabs a 15-year-old boy and rapes him. That's not how it works. And you can see in her statements here, right? They're all raping the baby.
Oh my god. Oh, well, she never said all. She wasn't talking about the black culture, all black culture. She's saying in that particular region of the fucking world, there is a rape problem, Cenk, in that part of the world. Is it, you guys just in denial? I mean, you guys know it's happening, but are you just trying to just make excuses because they're colored? And in your minds, colored people can never just be criminals? That, we're always just victims, and it's always some other issue on why this particular, set of cultures committing a crime. So you don't want if it was a white country, you guys would be like outraged, but you don't sound outraged here. But we see your bias, TYT.
Now, yes, there's a sick part of the culture here, and it's insane that they believe it, but it is ignorance. That if I have sex with a virgin, I'm no longer going to have AIDS, as an example. No, you're going to give the AIDS to that young girl who was a virgin. Oh, it's devastating. Look, at our college, we had a myth that if you had sex on the button, there was this giant art piece called the button in the middle of it, that you couldn't get pregnant. Okay, no one actually believed that. I hope no one actually believed that, right?
Yeah.
But when you have ignorance and religion and mythology replacing facts, sometimes stuff like that breeds. And the answer to that is not to pick out a certain race or a religion and go, okay, I hate those guys, they rape the babies, right?
Now she's saying she hates those guys. You're just adding so much bullshit to this, Cenk. What? I have no words on how much bullshit I'm just hearing right now. Just, ugh. They raped the babies. That's not what she said. Wow, Jank. Way over. I love your over the top just quotes now.
No, the answer is to say, how do we fix that culture? And the answer is not easy, but obvious. You fix it with facts, reason, and logic.
Facts,
and
reason,
education, right? That's how you fix it. You don't do it by going, they rape babies. They all do. Every single one of them does.
Okay, now you're saying she's saying every single one? Is that what you're saying now? Oh my god. You're so fucking garbage. You're so fucking garbage. Every single one. Where did you get that? That's you, Jank. This is what these SJWs do. They say, you're saying all. I'm like, no, that's you. You're the only one who's saying all. Not all should always be implied. I shouldn't have to say it every fucking time when I'm talking about in general. Sometimes you do have to speak in general. When you're seeing a current trend, if that's a trend that keeps happening, I'm gonna just speak in generally. Always, obviously, not all. Happy, Jank?
I'm going to act like they all do.
Yes, I agree with you that education is one of the most important approaches to solving or at least addressing this issue. But you also have to make sure that law enforcement does its job and that they
Wait, why are you shaming cops? Okay, why are you bringing cops into it? What do the cops have to do with this issue? You're trying to make it seem like cops don't just
protect everyone regardless of what their background is. But here's another thing to take into consideration, Jane. Rape has been so prevalent in South Africa for such a long period of time. And during the apartheid,
Anna, that's not the beginning of Africa. Let's be I'm gonna be honest here. Africa's always kind of had, they have always had some people have weird cultural customs, and in some minds, yeah, rape is very big, and it's probably been going up for the last centuries. So stop acting like, oh, apartheid is the only place, that's where rape started. No, there was probably rape before that, but whatever.
There was so little policing for the black community that rape victims themselves actually believe that this is just normal behavior, and I'm not saying that they accept it, they've been conditioned to expect it.
Okay, now I'm just gonna end the video here, because I don't want to hear this anymore. Fuck you, TYT. Fuck you for basically lying and just accusing this judge of racism when she didn't say anything racist whatsoever. She was just basically saying there's a cultural problem in this particular region. But once again, TYT can never be objective. They can't actually read what someone says. They always have to misquote somebody. I'm going to keep shaming TYT. And expect another video later this week. Other than that, guys, I needed to get this video out there. See you guys next time. Peace.